Hi, and I have one question for you this weekend. What is special about this weekend? Well, many people I'm sure might say, well, it's Super Bowl Sunday. Of course, that's what we're all oriented for. But for us as followers of Jesus, today is the Feast of the Presentation. And this is an easy one to figure out because it is when Joseph and Mary, 40 days after Jesus was born, brought him to the temple to consecrate him to the Lord. It's a similar thing that we do when we bring our children for baptism and we claim them for Christ. Mary and Joseph were fulfilling what they lived their whole life. They were people that lived towards the law. But you know the difference, right? There are people that live by the letter of the law, and there are people that live by the spirit of the law. That is certainly what Mary and Joseph are showing us, is living by the spirit of the law, something that is just ingrained in who they are. It's something that is such a natural response because of the love that they have in their life and their hearts now because of this new child, this Son of God that they have been entrusted with to bring up and to protect. And what's even greater is that as they get to the temple, they meet these two sort of older figures, almost one of them is sort of odd. Anna, a woman who just sort of lives in the temple area. She's fasting and praying all her life. She's very, very old. And then Simeon, one of the old rabbis that were around, and he was, again, very, very up there in years. And yet, when Jesus came in, they realized that their life mission had been fulfilled because God had told Simeon and Anna that they wouldn't die until they had seen the Messiah, till they were with the person that was going to bring salvation to the world. And so their eyes just lit up, and they, Simeon has that beautiful prayer. He says, "Now I can rest in peace because my eyes have seen the salvation of the world in this child." Can you imagine what Mary and Joseph must have thought when these two people sort of came out of nowhere and said this to them? That series that we watched, hopefully, this past year on the Bible has a beautiful scene in it when they bring this child into the temple and Simeon and Anna are there to welcome the child. So I invite you to watch that again because it really helps us to realize that the things that we anticipate and wait for in our lives, we get even more excited when that's delayed because we want it to happen right away. And yet we see Simeon and Anna are great examples of people that waited most of their lives, but people who had heard the voice of God tell them, "You will see the salvation of the world." So my friends, that's what we celebrate today. And I invite all of you to really look into your own life and to say, how am I anticipating and bringing that love of God into all aspects of my life? I invite you to be here with us at church in the Nativity, a stewardship parish in Midland Park. We have some great things that are coming up. In a few weeks, we're going to be just starting our Discovering Christ program again. So any of you that didn't get a chance to be part of it, we'd love you to sign up online for it. It's going to be on Wednesday evenings, and it's a 7-week course that we ask you to take. We provide a meal, we provide fellowship, and it's just a wonderful experience for all of us. And also our Men's Cornerstone is coming up February 28th and March 1st. 26 hours that we invite the men of our parish to be part of. God bless you.